It's that time of year again. Guys, Chance the Rapper is a charming man. Like, damn, he is just smooth as fuck.
I'm not a hero. I'm a fucking rascal.
I'm gonna tell you a story about a ghost, a werewolf, and a pretty shitty pizza place. It all started when the werewolf came back to town.
Slice is a new film by A24, directed by Austin Vesely. It stars Chance the actor, Zazie Beetz, Chris Parnell, and a ton of other well-known actors, and it's a horror comedy about pizza. Honestly, I was so excited for this movie. It's a horror comedy about a slasher killing pizza delivery drivers. There's a werewolf involved somehow, and it takes place in a fictional town where ghosts and humans both live. And on top of that, it was made by A24. That's already absurdly inventive and unique, and if anybody could do something really interesting with that, it is A24. Then the trailer dropped, and honestly, I got even more excited. It gave me serious, like, Greasy Strangler kind of vibes, and I was really hoping for a schlocky new cult classic. Then A24 finally came out with a release date, and it was on a Monday, and it was only doing one night only screenings, and then it was coming to VOD the next day. So that was a little worrisome. And then I watched it on VOD, and honestly, Slice is probably the most disappointed I've been from a film all year. And mind you, that's not to say it's the worst film ever, but my expectations were so high, and this film did not deliver. Pun not really intended. Like I said, Slice is a really interesting concept, and it has all the pieces to make a really good horror comedy. But the end result ends up feeling more like it was made to be a sitcom or an R-rated Disney Channel original movie. This film legitimately kind of feels like Halloween Town, but the problem is that Slice has worse writing. I use the word disappointed because honestly, all the ingredients for success are here. It's got a really creative premise, it's got a really charming and talented cast. None more talented than you, Chance. And it's got pretty much all the makings of a cult classic. Yet, in spite of that, it misses the mark on all of those things. This film's writing is both its biggest strength and its biggest weakness. Every now and then you will get a really absurdly funny joke in the film.
The kind of werewolf that wants to deliver quality Chinese food at affordable prices.
And occasionally you'll get some jokes that are so stupidly obvious that you can't help but laugh at the dedication to it.
Your pizza place is a gateway to hell.
Wait, so you're telling me that my pizza place is built on a gateway to hell?
But the problem is that for every joke that lands, there are about 12 that don't, and for every opportunity this film has to do something unique and inventive, it doesn't take them. Honestly, nowhere is that more exemplified than the film's weird, half-hearted attempt at social commentary. The citizens of this town are very segregationist. Ghosts are treated as second-class citizens. Chance the werewolf is accused of murder and treated differently simply because of what he is. You think this would be an opportunity to explore some really clever social commentary, but the problem is that it never goes past the surface-level stuff. All the pieces are there, and they just sit there. I'll even give this movie points for originality in its attempt to have a Chinatown-esque conspiracy at the forefront of its main story. That was cool. That was interesting. The problem is that you can solve the mystery for yourself in about 10 minutes, and then every single time there's some kind of revelation, it's just incredibly obvious and you can't feel any satisfaction from it. The movie never goes out of its way to throw you for any loops or, again, explore anything past the surface level. The mystery itself is super straightforward and it doesn't really care to do anything fun or surprising with it. Even the cast, with the exception of Chance because that man is 90s era Will Smith levels of charming.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
And you're not scared? Bummer, but cool.
Feel like they're half-assing it. And a good amount of that is because the dialogue is really bad, like, really bad. But on top of that, there's no real passion from even some of the best performers in this movie. Zazie Beetz, Hannibal Buress, Joe Keery. They all just feel like they're here because they either owed somebody a favor or they thought this movie was going to be way more fun and funny than it is. What upsets me most is that even with all the other things wrong with this film, the bad CGI, the cheap-looking werewolf, the hokey acting, all of that would be totally fine and justified if the writing were a little better. It's even more of a shame because the final scene of the movie is an awkward, stilted commercial for the pizzeria.
From the ignominious end of perfect pizza base comes Jack's perfect pizza.
Hey, I'm Jack,
And I want you to come on down and eat a slice of Jack's perfect pizza.
That is what I wanted from this whole movie. I wanted awkward acting and weird absurdist pauses and weird delivery.
I wouldn't want any other pizza to be sliding out of this gaping wound in my neck, except for Jack's perfect pizza.
The pies are hot, the workers are friendly, and so far, 0 employee murders.
That commercial at the end almost makes the movie preceding it feel worth it. Almost.
And we never allow witches in.
Excuse me, I'm a witch.
Get out of here, witch!
If this movie went all out being a cheesy, over-the-top B comedy that was just completely dedicated and immersive in its craziness like The Greasy Strangler was, it would have been great. But it just kind of stops halfway and the entire movie just exists in this limbo where you're not sure if what you're watching is meant to be taken seriously or meant to be funny. And as a result, I'm gonna say that Slice is meh. It's definitely not the worst film ever. I'm just mostly disappointed because it's A24 and they had a perfect track record leading up to this. That being said, I mean, it's probably a halfway decent stoner comedy. I mean, if you and your friends want to get fucking high and watch this, I'm sure you'll find some value in its humor and its weirdness. But having watched it sober, it was less than impressive. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe, especially if you want to see more videos of me and the Kigurumi. I have a Patreon now, the link is down in the description, and if you want to support this channel and see me be able to improve it, make more, better content for you guys, please consider donating. Honestly, guys, it would mean the world to me. Even $1 helps, but even if you don't, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.
Oh shit, god damn. What's wrong with you?